Thank you for joining a read-aloud story. Never Let a Unicorn Wear a Tutu, written and illustrated by Diane Alber, is highlighted in October of the 2025 PRC-Saltillo Calendar. This story is read using the TAAP strategy to encourage conversation and interaction with the AAC learner. The words we encourage you to model this month are cute, excited, what, she, get, and can't. Other words you could model throughout the story are read, read more, turn page, turn the page, and the end. You will see these reminders throughout the video. You can use Word Finder on your AAC system to find these words in your vocabulary. Let's take a closer look at how to model these words and tap your way through the story. The first step to tap your way through is to pick an activity. We've already done that. We're reading the book, Never Let a Unicorn Wear a Tutu. Next, you decide how often you will stop and tap. For this story, we suggest tapping after every page of the book. So, how do you tap? First, you talk about it. We suggest modeling the words cute and excited. You can say, cute. She looks cute. She is excited. Or whatever else grabs your AAC learner's attention. Next, you ask a question and wait for a response. We suggest modeling the word what. Some things you could say are, what is she doing? What will she get? What's that? Then you acknowledge their response. This month we suggest modeling the message she and get. You could say, I think she will get, yes, she should get, or whatever else feels natural. Finally, you propel the activity forward or predict. We suggest you model the word can't. You could say, I can't wait. She can't do that. She can't. Enjoy simply listening to the story or tap your way through the story demonstrating words and locations for the AAC learner on their technology. Find other words that are interesting to the AAC learner and use these words in other activities. Join us to find out what happens when a little girl gives her unicorn a tutu. It's unbelievable. Never Let a Unicorn Wear a Tutu, written and illustrated by Diane Alber. Never let a unicorn wear a tutu. Today, I overheard my friend say, never let a unicorn wear a tutu. Unfortunately, I didn't have a chance to ask why. Now, I have this fantastic tutu for my unicorn, and I'm not sure what to do. This tutu was specifically made for a unicorn. It says so on the tag. So, what could go wrong? Unicorn immediately tried it on. First, she danced. Next, she twirled. After that, she pranced. It was great to see her so happy. Then, she did something I wasn't expecting. She took off running. "Where are you going?" I shouted. I soon found her at my shoe rack. Apparently, a tutu needs to be accessorized with shoes. I calmly explained to Unicorn that this will be the only time she can borrow my boots. I repeat, the only time. After I got the boots on Unicorn, she wanted me to wear some fancy boots too. At first, I was reluctant, but I finally agreed. But then she took off running. Again. This time she got into my bows. Stop! I yelled. After Unicorn put bows in her mane and tail, she wanted me to wear bows too. And once again, she took off running. Where are you going now? I hollered. No, not the jewelry, I screeched. But it was too late. Necklaces, rings, and bracelets were flying everywhere. After Unicorn layered herself in jewelry, she wanted me to wear jewelry too. But then she took off running. Again. Unicorn headed right for the kitchen and started tossing cupcakes at me. Miraculously, all the cupcakes landed perfectly on the plate. I thought Unicorn would be ecstatic I had saved all the cupcakes, but instead, a little teardrop ran down her cheek. She looked so upset. I tried to figure out what had happened, but I couldn't understand what Unicorn was trying to say. I started to think, if I were a unicorn with an amazing tutu, fancy boots, sparkly bows, dazzling jewelry, and yummy cupcakes, why would I be sad? I soon realized that there was one thing missing. I quickly rushed to my closet. I began rummaging through my clothes, and I pulled out a tutu and announced, "Twinsies!" Unicorn jumped for joy. Unicorn made me feel special all day. She included me from the minute she tried on the tutu, the fancy boots, the hair bows, and the dazzling jewelry. She even invited me to eat the yummy cupcakes. It all makes sense now. Never let a unicorn wear a tutu unless you're wearing a matching one too. The end.